give that a little taste. Girl, one thing about me, if I post the food, it was good. Hey guys, it's Prissy. Welcome back for another day in my life. Today is Monday and I'm getting ready to do something that I have been putting off for at least a week and a half now, and that is refilling my seasoning drawer. Just refilling things in general. Like up here, all of my spices are gone. I have no salt in the container. I usually keep pink salt in that. My little peppercorns, nothing. My canola oil, my olive oil, like everything is low. So I was like, so why not just record me refilling my seasonings and my spices and everything today, and hopefully you guys get some enjoyment. I know I like watching videos like this. So the first thing I think I'm gonna do is just take everything out of the drawer, because I also want to wipe down these labels. If you can see, some has like little fingerprints and some seasoning on them, so I want to wipe them down. Also want to take out the drawer, because as you can see, you got little seasoning crumbs in there as well. I got a lot of refills right here of things that I need. Also, my cabinet up here has a bunch of spices as well. Let me turn that around. Babe must have been up here. I'm just playing. But yeah, we got a lot of spices up here. And as you can see, I'm a huge fan of the Badia brand, so I buy a lot of that. So what I think I'm gonna do is start with this drawer first and just remove everything from the drawer, clean it out, wipe it up, clean up the labels and stuff like that, and then we'll get started. I'm also gonna play some music over this part just so you guys can really get into the refilling process. I don't wanna be talking all in between it. I also get a lot of compliments on the music that I choose to insert into my vlogs, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. Now, let me stop rambling and let's get started.
Show me the car when you turn me on. Cool way you tell me you want me down. Done it, I done this before you falling. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this and the more I go. Cause you a bad man, you she don't love money. She break grass real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy, I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around. Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. Scared to take it, oh. And maybe when I take it, oh, I feel it coming down too strong. Cause I want you. I can see you looking at me. So you want all, just give me your all. So let's fly, into a dream I won't deny. I'm so in love, let's go for gold. Let's go for gold. If we ever was lost before, now we finally found our way. And love is stronger than anything. We will make our own way. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all. Just give me your all.
All right, y'all, I am done with the seasonings. I'm just waiting on the little risers to dry. I'm probably going to get a towel and just dry them off so I can go ahead and load these back in the drawer. Now, these right here, this is stuff that I need. So what I'm about to do is make a grocery list on my phone so that I can get these the next time I'm at the grocery store, or either just go to the grocery store and grab them. So I definitely need some lemon pepper because we love lemon pepper around here. And I use a lot of oregano too. So yeah, these are items that I need. Now this, I'm probably going to just throw this away and get a fresh one because this is the seasoning that's been in here ever since I got these jars. So it's definitely time for this one to go. So I'm going to get some fresh steak seasoning. I don't normally use a lot of steak seasoning, as y'all can see. So I don't know. And then the beef bouillon. I need to grab another one of those. I thought I had one. And then the poultry seasoning. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up, y'all. So you need this for your dressing and stuff. So I definitely got to go back and refill this. So I'm going to make that list on my phone real quick. And then we'll start loading these items back in the drawer. So I have this little area right here. This is where I had all of the seasoning refills sitting initially. So I need to spray this down and wipe it off because I'm done now. But I love this little nook now. This is where I used to keep my coffee maker. But ever since I got the other one, I decided to make this just a cute little kitchen nook. And I love the lamp. That lamp was from Target, which is so cute. And the salt and pepper shakers and this little item was thrifted. I don't know what I'm going to put in here yet. This was also thrifted. So everything was thrifted except the lamp. And I also have seasonings in this drawer. There's only a couple that I need to refill here, so I'm not going to take the risers out and do all that stuff. I rarely go in this drawer, which I don't know why I haven't been in this drawer because this sounds amazing. I gotta use this the next time I cook. This also sounds really good. I gotta start opening this drawer a little more often. These seasonings were put over here because I don't really use them that often. So I have them over here. Now this one, I'll use both of these. When the weather gets cold and I'm making chili, I'll use these. And then these two, I use these in my coleslaw. That's the only thing I use them in. I need to look up some more recipes on how to use these seasonings because I don't know how. I just know they go in coleslaw. Also, babe, she really likes these, but I don't cook with them that often, which I know I probably should because they're really good for you, but I just don't grab them. I don't like the way they stain stuff, and also the curry. She loves curry. I don't like the way it stains stuff, so this is one that I am going to refill though, because she's used this. Like when she does cook something, she will definitely grab this curry and the turmeric. So I'm going to refill the curry, and I be using this cinnamon up. So I'm going to refill the cinnamon as well. After I put this stuff back in the drawer, I'm then going to refill my seasonings that I keep out on the counter. So yeah, let me get to work refilling those, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit.
Just met you, but you look, oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but We just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me. But I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking.
All right, y'all, I am finally done refilling everything. I try to refill mostly everything in the kitchen. I did the coffee, and I also did my dish detergent and my hand soap that goes on the sink. And now the last thing I have to do is the Dawn Power Wash. So you just take the top off, get your new refill bottle, take that top off as well, and then just replace it with that. I have to also add this to the list because this is my last refill. So I'm gonna add this to the list along with pink salt, dish detergent, and coffee. But let me put this stuff up and I'll check back in with y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, so right now I'm getting ready to make some baked macaroni and cheese. We cooked yesterday, but I just really didn't feel like, or did I really have the time to make the mac and cheese. So I made some rice, I made some field peas. Babe grilled some meat, so she grilled some chicken breast, some chicken thighs, some pork country style ribs, which I've never seen country style ribs look like this. They looked so good. Even a couple of them had a bone in. They were just really good. I got them from Freshfield Farms. I gotta go back and get more of those. Babe did the thing on that food. Like, I'm gonna put a video right here showing you the food she grilled yesterday. Now, don't that look good? I have 4 bags of spinach up here that I'm also gonna wash. I also might make some cornbread because I've been like, you know, I feel like that meal needs a little cornbread too. So I may make some cornbread as well. So in my pan, I just have butter and flour, and I made like a little roux, which I think I've been letting it cook a little too long. But now I'm gonna add my heavy cream to it and just whisk that in and kind of let that thicken up a little bit. My cream sauce is coming to a small simmer, so let me tell you what I added into it to season it. I have some smoked paprika, garlic and onion powder. As you can see, that fresh cracked black pepper. I love black pepper, y'all. It's like my favorite seasoning. I also have some no salt Creole seasoning. I have some pink salt. Oh, and I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning too, and that'll be all I put in here. And then I'm gonna add in a few of the cheeses to make this sauce really nice and creamy. Now, one thing I did do yesterday was cook the noodles. I had them in the fridge in a Ziploc bag, so I just poured them out into this bowl so that I could add the cheese sauce over this and mix everything together and then add it to the baking dish. For the cheese, I'm using mozzarella. Got this one at Aldi. Also have a little bit of Colby Jack and Monterey Jack. White cheddar, I got this one at Aldi too. One of my faves, which is this seriously sharp white cheddar. I got this one at Freshfield Farms, but you can find it anywhere, Walmart, Target, all the stores. Not Aldi though. So I have grated up most of my cheese. This is the white cheddar and then the Colby Jack one. So those are the only 2 I've done right now, but I wanted to show y'all this hack that I found on TikTok to grate your cheese. Now, I know you can get a food processor, and I have one, but I'm not about to break out the food processor, y'all. This just a little pan of macaroni and cheese for at the house. So normally you got your cheese grater and it's standing up and you grate your cheese like that. But when I tell y'all, TikTok said lay the cheese grater on its side. When I tell y'all, this is so much easier. And then all your cheese is collected right there in the thing. If you wanna just dump it in your dish from there. But yeah, I'm about to grate this whole block of mozzarella. I'm gonna put this in the sauce. And then look, y'all. How neat. I love it. So here's some mozzarella. And then we're gonna do some of the white cheddar cheese and a little bit of the yellow cheese. I want this to more so go on top. So just a little bit of both. Okay, so my battery went dead, so I don't know if it recorded me saying that I turned the heat off. So heat off, and you just want to let the cheese melt down in that sauce because it's already hot. At this point, you want to give it a little taste to see if the seasoning is on point. I don't taste it before I add the cheese because cheese has some salt in it, so it's going to add a little more salt. So I like to taste it after I've added the cheese. So what I do is just stick my spoon down in there. I'm also checking the consistency of the sauce. It's nice. It's not too thick. It's a little runny. Let me just put it on my hand so y'all can see. See how runny that is? That's how you want your sauce. Give that a little taste. Girl, one thing about me, if I post the food, it was good. That don't need no more seasoning. So now I'm about to pour my sauce all over these yummy noodles. These are also my favorite type of noodles to use. I love these noodles. Now we're just gonna start putting the macaroni in the pan. I didn't spray it down or anything because this is basically a non-stick pan. My food never sticks to this. So I'm gonna spoon in some of the noodle mixture. Next, I'm gonna add some more mozzarella cheese. This gives it that nice cheese pull too. Along with the other cheeses, some of the other cheeses. And then the rest of the mixture. Here's the mozzarella. Next, I'm gonna just top it with a little bit of smoked paprika and some parsley. So not too much, just to add a little bit of color. Just like that, a really light sprinkle of smoked paprika and parsley. And now we are going to pop this bad boy in the oven, y'all. I am so ready to eat this. It looks so good. This is like a half a bag of spinach. I started getting ready to clean it off. And I was like, girl, you know you're not going to eat the spinach with all the stems in it. Just pick the stems off. It'll take you 15, 20 minutes. Just pick them off. So I've already started because I cannot stand that. That's like having collard greens with stems. Yuck. Anyway, I'm getting ready to do the other, 3 bags. And then I'll check in with you guys once we get ready to cook it. All right, y'all, so I have washed all of the spinach and I took all of the stems off. Look how nice that spinach looks now. Looks so good. I couldn't do it with the stems, y'all. And then as far as the pot, this is what I made the cheese sauce in for the mac. I'm literally about to make the spinach in this same pot because it's going to be cream spinach. So I'll be adding some of the same things to it anyway, like the heavy cream and stuff. So it can absorb that seasoning from that cheese sauce. I am going to put the rest of this butter in there and just let that melt. And then I'm going to start adding the spinach. Let me also check on the mac and cheese. Ooh, it looks so good. I think I need to go ahead and cover it up. And then stick it back in. Y'all know how spinach cooks down. I'm just gonna make sure I grab some of that cheese sauce off the side because I want that to coat my spinach. So while that spinach cooks down a little bit, I am going to start prepping my cornbread. So I'm gonna make this one. I haven't made this before. It's the honey kind. I just normally get the regular one and add my own honey and other spices to it. So if y'all like the cornbread from the Caribbean restaurants that sell like the jerk chicken and the curry chicken and stuff like that, you're gonna love this cornbread. I add these items to my cornbread and it tastes just like theirs. I haven't even tried to look up a recipe. I just tasted it. You know, I know that taste. So I tried to recreate it as best as I could. Now, normally I would add a little bit of honey to this, but I'm using honey cornbread, so I'm gonna omit the honey. So I already got my cornbread, so I'm gonna add the butter to this, and I melted it in the microwave for a little bit. And as for my egg, I'm gonna go ahead and crack it in this bowl. I always like to crack my eggs before putting it in anything because you never know if it's a bad egg. And then at that point, you have just ruined your dish. Because who wants a bad or bloody egg in their stuff? So the egg looks really good. I am gonna get rid of that white stuff around the egg, y'all. That, can't stand it. We got the white stuff out of the egg, so now I'm just gonna pour that in. Y'all, let me take my mac and cheese out the oven real quick because I think it's ready. And I need to turn the oven up for the cornbread because I got the mac cooking a little bit lower. Hear it bubbling. Oh my gosh. Looks really good. I went back and added a little more white cheese on top, as y'all can see. I don't feel like it had enough cheese over there, so I added a little bit more. All right, so next we're gonna add in some vanilla. I put about that much. And almond milk. Probably about that much. Let's do some cinnamon. And brown sugar. Not too much. I don't want it to be overly sweet. So I do, what is that, like a teaspoon? Maybe a teaspoonful. Let me get my whisk. All right, so I'm using my whisk instead. And I already feel like I'm gonna need to add a little more milk. You can see how it's just sticking together. It's getting too thick. Let's do a little more milk. After I mix it all together, I just let it sit for about 10 minutes so everything could just gel together. spinach is pretty much done cooking. So this is what it currently looks like. Has all that juice and broth. I don't want any of that for the cream spinach. It's gonna make it watery. You can either just pour the water off this and use your same pan, but I like to put mine in like a saucepan, so I'm about to transfer this over. Now that the spinach is transferred over, I'm gonna add some heavy cream to it. Here's the seasoning for the spinach. I'm gonna keep it really simple. Onion powder, red pepper flakes, garlic powder, pink salt, and some fresh cracked black pepper. Seasonings are in. I'm just gonna add a couple pats of butter. Just turn the stove down a little bit. I wanted that heavy cream to thicken up and kind of evaporate out of the spinach, and that's exactly what it did. So now I'm gonna turn my heat down all the way. I'm gonna put it like on a low simmer because this is done. It tastes good, it's perfect. But I'm gonna add one more thing to it, which is the freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Yeah. Just a little bit of cheese, not too much. All right, guys, there you have it, creamed spinach. This was 4 bags of fresh spinach, and I do prefer fresh, but you could get frozen as well. I wouldn't do it out the can, but I would do frozen. Now I'm just gonna put the lid on it and just let this cheese melt and it simmer real slow. There's the bread, y'all. It looks really good. At this point, you can add a little butter to the top if you want to.